The negative effects of child beauty pageants. The debate between beauty pageant supporters against beauty pageant critics has been an ongoing argument for decades. On one hand, you have some people who see beauty pageants as a positive experience for young girls whose mothers believe that competing will help them to accumulate a stronger confidence in themselves and assist in the development of their social skills. From a different perspective, beauty pageants can be described as exploitive, demeaning, and a free pass to sexualize young girls. But despite the ongoing critiques and calls to end pageants as a whole, the child pageant industry continues to thrive and over the years has grown to become a $5 billion industry. As a dancer, I grew up participating in a similar industry that was also considered controversial to the public. Having firsthand experience in an industry seen as inappropriate and controversial, just like beauty pageants, and coming across multiple personal encounters of criticism has made this argument very personal for me. Child beauty pageants have more negative consequences than they do positive ones, and the industry as a whole needs to be reevaluated and changed to accommodate modern-day beliefs and morals. The issue that critics have with child beauty pageants lies in the sexually exploitive culture and the negative consequences that come with standard beauty pageants. No matter how much it is denied, the forefront of all beauty pageants is physical appearance. Mothers of girls as young as the age of 0 teach pageant girls how to present themselves in ways that's purpose is to inflict excitement within the audience. Young girls are trained to strike sexual poses, dance to explicit music, flirt with the judges, and to show off their bodies in the most flattering ways. Possibly the most controversial aspect of most popular beauty pageants is the well-known and very popular swimsuit competition. Girls are forced to wear a skimpy, competitive swimsuit that is specifically made for them and is to never come in contact with water or to be taken outside. Competitors walk in a designated figure 8 around the stage, while soft music and a short biography is played throughout the routine. The event's purpose is to supposedly show off a competitor's physical fitness, but to many, the broadcasted event is seen as demeaning and unnecessary. Many believe that the consequences of this competition include the potential of physical and emotional abuse to the girls, body dysmorphia, and the lowering of self-esteem. Another negative aspect of pageants is the adultifying of young girls and the lengths that mothers will go to ensure that their child looks and acts as mature as they possibly can. The competitors are held to an unrealistic and dangerous beauty standard that cannot be achieved without the assistance of outside enhancements. The measures taken to ensure the maturity of their child are extreme and almost disturbing. In the pageant world, it is seen as normal for little girls to wear wigs, excessive makeup, fake tans and teeth, and provocative costumes. This practice objectifies little girls and subjects them to be more likely looked at in inappropriate ways. Patrice Opliger, the author of The Sexualization of Girls in American Culture, gave an example of beauty pageant contestants being looked at sexually when saying, "Connor supposedly turned down offers from Penthouse and Playboy. It appears that the magazines want a piece of what was once a wholesome icon and getting the all-American girl into a submissive position." Tara Connor was a participant in the 2006 Miss USA pageant. She fell into controversy when rumors started circling that she was using cocaine and had kissed a Miss Teen USA contestant. As a result, big-time companies attempted to recruit Connor as a national sex symbol. While some people may solely blame the big-time pageant companies, another factor that needs to be held responsible is the mothers. At the end of the day, the parents of these children play a huge part in the issue, by not only conforming to the standard, but also selfishly becoming obsessed with the thought of their child winning. The parents are aiding in the growth of the industry and the overlooking of the need for change. The more that parents enter their children into these competitions and participate in all of the gross practices, the less likely it is that big companies are going to change the way they run their competitions. As long as they continue to make billions of dollars a year, they know that even if they do not change their ways, people are still going to be willing to enter their competitions. Parents have overall control over what they are putting on and doing to their young children. The need and compulsion for their child to win causes parents to overlook the severity of the situation that they are putting their child through. It is a known fact in the pageant world that oftentimes mothers are viciously competitive. Multiple online discussion boards consist of mothers gossiping about other little girls, spreading rumors, and making threats to other mothers. In the article, Pretty Baby, The Conundrum of Child Beauty Pageants, Taryn Lerner said, many pageant mothers admit to giving their child pixie sticks, also known as pageant crack, in order to keep them awake and energized during the competition. The practice of mothers constantly fueling their child with sugar to keep them awake while simultaneously encouraging them to keep their weight and figure down is borderline abusive. And if looked at outside of the pageant community, it would be seen as a much bigger issue. These practices are unsafe for children, and more people need to be aware of these beauty pageant traditions. These dangerous and inappropriate outcomes are never going to stop if we do not force a change. The industry needs to stop organizing these events with the purpose of satisfying an adult-based audience, and they need to start thinking of ways that will cater the entertainment to a child-based audience. After getting rid of the objectification and the impossible standards that are inflicted upon young contestants, competitions should aim to empower young girls and fuel their confidence. Instead of holding swimsuit competitions, they should hold a competition based on intelligence. They could also replace the negative stereotypes surrounding the talent portion of the competition by encouraging contestants to show the beauty of their craft as opposed to sexualizing their talents. There also needs to be an age minimum for contestants that protects young children who are unable to advocate for themselves. These minor changes could heal the negative stereotypes surrounding child beauty pageants and potentially protect future generations of beauty contestants from enduring the emotional and physical traumas that are so normalized today. The negative effects of child beauty pageants have been overlooked for far too long. It should not be normal and encouraged to force young children into competitions that are based on pressure, jealousy, and appearance. If big beauty pageant corporations adapt their morals and standards to a more modern outlook, beauty pageants have the potential to become a positive experience for young girls and to help them learn the importance of self-worth, confidence, and the encouragement of others. In today's world, the younger generation is already being born into a complicated world that is filled with hardships and discrimination. Instead of forcing children to mature at a young age, we need to remember how important it is that kids are allowed to enjoy the freedom of childhood, because at the end of the day, kids are meant to be kids. My references for this presentation were the book Stealing Innocence, Youth, Corporate Power, and the Politics of Culture, and then the 3 journal articles, Pretty Baby, The Conundrum of Child Beauty Pageants, The Most Beautiful Girl in the World, Beauty Pageants and National Identity, and The Sexualization of Girls in American Culture.